Now in this next video, what we're going to do is talk about how we can call the function over multiple times. That way we don't have to write the code out over and over again. Instead, since we have built the function, all we need is just one particular line of code. Now, what we need to do though before we do this is close the internet window in that function. So I'm going to navigate to this function to go to item by item number. We have it in the program module, so I'm going to go back to that function. Just going to select it. That way we're at the beginning. And so what we need to do is close the internet window. So here we created it in the beginning, and all we're going to have to do here is go to the very end of the code, close out the object.ie, and then set the variable, the object, to nothing. So that's very simple. Just going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I'm just going to do object.ie.quit, and then set the object IE to being nothing. That's just erasing the object from the memory. And let me just make sure I spelled it right. Yeah, OMOBJIE. Okay, we have all that set up, and this is just going to close it out, and then it's just going to erase the object from the memory. That way we don't run out of RAM memory while the project is running. And just really quick, in case you were following my example, I did have to modify the product title code. I noticed that on this web page, sometimes where the product title is located, it does change. So I did create two if statements, just pretty much saying if a certain string exists, then extract the title from that string. And if that doesn't execute, then this one will go through where it looks for a different string. It's slightly different, and I'll show you where the differences are. Here I'm looking for character 34, which is a double quote, and in this one I'm looking for a single quote. So sometimes it changes. But I mean, if you're not following my example from the website and you're only using your own code for your own project, then by all means that's fine. I just want to explain in case you try using this and you come across any issues. It's because I modified the code slightly for the product title parse. So let's go on and show you the next part of this video, which is calling that function over multiple times. I have already modified a few things. First off, I'm doing go to item by item number. In the previous video we were just putting in the item number here. Here I'm using textbox1.text coming from user form 1. Since this is in already the user form, I don't have to call user form 1. I'm just doing textbox1.text. And again, the way you get the name of that text box, double click your user form, click the text box that you're working with, and then look at your properties window. And your properties window will tell you the name of the box that you have highlighted or whatever control you have selected. So we're going to be working with the item price, availability, and item title. This will be in the next video that we're going to be working with those controls. That way we can set the information to the controls. Here I'm just going to show you how you can call this over and over again. I'm just going to copy and paste it. And in this one I'm just going to put a different one. I'm going to put T1017 as the product. And actually I'll put T, and then this I'm going to change to T1016. That way we're pulling up two different items, and you can see how we're going to call this over multiple times, just 2 times. Just going to hit call function, and we shouldn't experience any issues. It's the title, the availability, and the price. And now it's going to go to the next item. Let's see, title, availability, and the price. So that concludes this video. Just wanted to demonstrate how to call this code over multiple times. And if you notice, I did one more thing. I put the HTML to parse in the text box. I'm just going to erase that. We don't need that. And in the next videos, I'm going to explain how you can begin storing this data to your user form and to other places.